This is what the screen looks like the first time you log in. And if you're anything like I was, you're sitting there thinking, okay, now what? Most people start clicking. That's the wrong move. Not because you'll break something, because you'll build a habit of guessing, and guessing is expensive here. So here's what we're doing instead. Account setup, practice mode, chart settings, expiry, one indicator, one line, your first trade, and where to check what you did afterwards. In order. Nothing extra. Everything you're about to see is on a practice account. And I want to be straight with you before we go any further. This platform carries real risk. Money you put in can be lost, and for a lot of people, it is. Nothing in this video is advice to trade or a promise that you'll make anything. What it is a proper explanation of how the tools work, so that whatever you decide to do next, you're deciding it with your eyes open instead of clicking buttons you don't understand. Learn it on practice first. Take your time. Let's go. Okay, let's make the account. This part is free. You're not paying anything, and you're not putting money in. We're just creating a login. You'll see two ways to do it, with your email or with your Google account. Google is one click, but I'm going to use email, because it's the same for everybody watching, no matter what device you're on. First box is your email address. Use one you actually check, not an old one, not one you made up for this. If you ever need to get back into your account, this is how you do it. Second box, your password. It'll ask for a certain length, usually a capital letter and a number. If it turns red, that's all it's telling you. It's not an error, just add what's missing. And write it down somewhere. I'm serious. People lock themselves out of these accounts constantly. Then there's a box to tick, confirming you're over 18 and you accept their terms. Tick it, and click Create. And that's your account. Now, I know this looks like a lot. Every button, every number. You do not need to understand this screen yet. We're going to go through it piece by piece. But before anything else, there's one setting we have to change. This is the single most important thing in the video, and it takes 4 seconds. Top right corner, that's your balance. Right now, you're looking at a live account. That means real money. And there isn't any in there yet, which is exactly how we want it while you learn. Click on it, and you get 2 accounts. One is live, one is practice. Some platforms call it demo. It's the same thing. Practice comes loaded with money that isn't real. You can lose all of it and nothing happens. Click Practice. Look at the label now. It says Practice, and the balance changed. That's what you want to see every single time you sit down. And get into the habit of checking it. Watch. One click and I'm on live. One click back and I'm on practice. That's how easy it is to end up on the wrong one without noticing. So look at that label before you do anything else. Now, how long do you stay here? Longer than you want to. Not a day. Not until you win a few. Stay on practice until you can go through a whole session without stopping to ask yourself what a button does. I've been doing this for years, and I still open practice whenever I'm testing something I haven't done before. There's no prize for switching early. Right. Let's look at this screen properly. There's a lot on it, and you don't need most of it. I'm going to show you 4 things. Once you know these 4, the rest stops mattering. Number 1. Top left. That's the market you're currently looking at. Whatever name is sitting there, that's what the chart is showing you. Click it, and you get the full list. There's a search box at the top, and a star next to each one. Star the ones you use, and they stay at the top so you're not hunting every time. You'll notice a percentage next to each one. It's different for each market, and it changes through the day. Don't worry about what it means yet. Just know that column is there. We'll come back to it later. Number 2, the middle. This is your chart. This is where you'll actually spend your time. Everything else on this screen is a setting. This is the part you look at. And right now, it's probably not set up the way you want. We're fixing that in about 30 seconds. Number 3, the whole right side. This is where you actually enter a trade. Every field you need to fill in, and the 2 buttons you press, are all in this one strip. We're not touching it yet. Just know that's where it lives. And number 4, you already know this one. Your account label, top right, still says practice. Good. That's the whole screen. 4 things. Everything else you can ignore for now, and honestly, some of it you'll ignore forever. First thing we're changing, how the chart actually draws price. Right now, you're probably looking at this. A line with a shaded bit underneath. That's the default, and it's the least useful one they've got. Find this button. It's usually a small chart icon near the top of your screen. Click it and you'll see a few options. Line, area, bars, and candles. Pick candles. Now look at the difference. Same market, same time. but this is telling you a lot more. Here's why. That line only showed you one thing, where price ended up. A candle shows you four, where it started, where it finished, and how far it pushed up and down before it got there. Those thin lines sticking out are the part the line chart was hiding from you. That's the information you're going to make decisions on later. So candles, always. Right next to it is your time frame. This one is simple, and people overthink it. It just means how much time one single candle covers. That's all. Watch. 30 seconds. Every candle is 30 seconds of movement. 1 minute. Each candle now covers twice as much. You can see further back, but each candle tells you less about what happened inside it. Neither one is better. I use both. Pick one, stay on it for a while, and get used to how it looks. Switching around constantly is what confuses people, not the settings themselves. Now this one. Stay with me here, because this is the setting people get wrong more than any other. This is your expiry. It's in the right panel, usually just above the two buttons. Your time frame and your expiry are two completely different things. Time frame is how big each candle is drawn on the chart. Expiry is how long your trade actually stays open. They look similar. They both say things like 30 seconds and 1 minute, and changing one does absolutely nothing to the other. Look at what I've got right now. My chart is on 1 minute. My expiry is on 5. Both are sitting on the same screen, and they don't match. Nothing warns me. The platform will happily let me place that trade. So somebody watching a 1-minute chart thinks their trade closes in a minute, and it doesn't. It runs for 5. And then they're staring at the screen wondering what happened. So let's set it properly. Click the expiry field and pick 1 minute. Now both say 1 minute. My candles are 1 minute. My trade is 1 minute. When that candle finishes, my trade finishes. That's the setup you want while you're learning. Same on both. Once you understand what you're doing, you can change that, but not yet. And then check it. Every time. Not once at the start of your session. Every single trade. It resets sometimes. It changes when you switch markets, and you won't notice unless you look. It takes 1 second. It's the cheapest habit in this entire video. Okay, indicators. This is the part everybody's excited about, and it's the part I'd tell you to be most careful with. Right now, your chart is clean, just price. Remember what this looks like, because we're coming back to it. Here's the menu. And yeah, look at that. Keep scrolling. There are dozens of them in here, and they all have serious-sounding names. You need almost none of them. I'm going to add one, purely so you can see how it works. I'll take a moving average. Click it, and there it is on your chart. That line is just an average of recent prices drawn continuously. That's genuinely all it is. Now here's the bit that matters. Every indicator has settings. Watch this line while I change this number. Same indicator, same chart. Completely different line. One reacts fast, one barely moves, which is why copying settings off somebody else's screenshot usually doesn't work. If you don't know what the number does, you don't know what you're looking at. And taking it off, same menu, remove, gone, clean chart again. Nothing you add here is permanent, so experiment as much as you like on practice. One last thing, and then we move on. This is what happens when you keep adding. I've seen beginners with charts like this within a week, and here's the honest bit. None of that helped. You can't see the price anymore. Start with 1, maybe 2 later. A crowded screen doesn't make you better, it just makes it harder to see what's actually happening. Last tool, and then we're placing a trade. This is your drawing menu. Same story as the indicators. A lot of options in here, and you only need one of them. Horizontal line. Pick that one. Now click anywhere on the chart, and there's your line. But I didn't put it just anywhere. Look where I placed it. Price came down to this level here and turned around. Then it came back to the same level here, and turned again. That's not a coincidence, and it's not something an indicator told me. I just looked at the chart and marked where price had already reacted. Now that line is on my screen, and next time price gets near it, I'm paying attention. You can drag it if you didn't get it right the first time. Select it and delete to remove it. And you can have more than 1, 2, 3, that's fine. These aren't clutter the way indicators are because you're not adding information, you're just marking what's already there. And honestly, this is most of what you need. A clean chart, candles, and a few lines where price has already turned. I've seen people spend months looking for the perfect indicator setup when this, just this, would have told them more. Right, your chart's ready. Let's place a trade. Before anything, check the top right. Mine says demo. Yours should too. Everything from here happens on practice money. Nothing real. 3 things in this panel before you press anything. Top is your time. That's the expiry we set earlier. Mine's on 1 minute. Below it, your amount. On practice, this number doesn't matter. Put whatever you like. And this one, remember that percentage I told you we'd come back to? Here it is. That's what this market is paying right now. It's different for every market, and it moves through the day. Now you know where to find it. And then 2 buttons. Green is up, red is down. That's the entire decision. You're saying which way you think price goes from here? Nothing more complicated than that? So look at what's in front of me. Price came up to that line I drew, couldn't get through it, and it's been coming down since. That's my reason. Not a feeling, not a guess. The level I marked earlier held. I'm going red, clicked. And there it is. Confirmation bottom left. My entry marked on the chart, and a countdown next to it. Now the hard part. Nothing to do. It's placed, it runs its minute, and I sit here. This is where discipline actually starts. Not in the analysis. Right here, in the waiting. And it's closed. That's a complete trade, start to finish. This one went my way. The next one might not, and that's normal. Nobody gets them all. What matters is that I had a reason before I clicked, and I didn't touch anything after. Now let's go see where that trade got recorded. So where did that trade go? Over here, trades, on the right edge. 2 tabs at the top. Opened is anything still running right now. Closed is everything that's finished. Closed, and there's the one we just placed. It's grouped by date, so today's sits at the top. Each line tells you what you traded, which direction you went, and the time you went in. And this is the part almost nobody opens. At the end of a session, come back here and look at the ones that went against you. Same market every time, same time of day, all the ones where you jumped in before the candle finished. That pattern is already sitting here, written down. This list is the most honest feedback you're ever going to get, and it costs nothing to read. Before you go, 3 mistakes. I see these constantly, and all 3 are avoidable. 1. Switching to live money too soon. Nothing on this screen changes when you switch. Same buttons, same chart. But everything in your head changes. And that's what catches people out. Give yourself proper time here first. 2. Adding indicators after a trade goes wrong. This is the reflex. It didn't work, so I need one more tool. It's almost never the tool. Usually you entered before the setup had finished. 3. Never opening your history. If you don't look back at what you did, you'll keep doing it. 5 minutes at the end of a session is enough. I've put every setting from this video into a 1-page checklist. Chart type, time frame, expiry, all of it. So you can keep it open beside you the first few times instead of rewinding this. Links in the description. It's free, no catch. If this made the platform make sense, subscribe. I post here twice a week, and take your time on practice. There's no rush, and nobody's keeping score.